Alright, we got our pockets ready for these straps, but first we have to prep the straps, so we'll go through that real quickly. This is a 12-inch piece of 3/4 inch wide polypropylene webbing. It doesn't have to be super strong. It's just holding up the little pocket, and most people are going to use it for 6 weeks or so. And this seems to work fine. Cut these out and then have one end melted slightly. You can just light a little candle and do them one at a time pretty quickly. That's how I do it anyway. And then I'm just going to sew on the one end, on the very end where the melt is, a piece of the 5/8 inch 1 3/4 inch long hook. I'm going to put the hook on this end, and I'm using straight stitch at about 11 or 12 stitches per inch. I'm just going to stitch around that sucker. Right along the edge of the tape. And back down. So I'm going to come back down, and then I'm just going to start another one right there next to it, so I don't have any tails and stuff. You just snip it off, set that aside. Another one, and just keep going. It's called stringing them up and chaining, and I'm just going to chain these all together. You can do a whole bunch in a row. I usually do, 20 to 50, however many you want to spend time doing. And then after you get a whole bunch of these with the hook on them, I'm going to attach the loop, which goes on the, here's the hook, goes on the opposite side. Doesn't go on the same side, opposite side. And I just have this piece of tape here on my machine to show me how far up it is, and it's about 2.5, nope, not even, yep, about 2 1/4 inches. And again, it's 5/8 inch loop, 1 3/4 inches, 1 3/4 inches long, and I'm just going to measure it with my little piece of tape there. You can use whatever method you want. Should be about 2 1/4 to that edge. And again, I'm just going to go right around the very edge of that Velcro. And I'm just gonna chain a whole bunch, do a whole bunch in a row. Again, 20, 50, 100 if you want to sit for a little while. These don't take too long once you get rolling. And yeah, just make sure the loop is on the opposite side of the webbing from the hook. It will fit better on the crutch handle that way. Alright, so there's the loop, and this end does not have to be melted because it's going to get sewn into the pocket. And then the hook on the opposite side, right at the melted edge.